Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is the Gold Betweenus channel where we focus on interesting people and their life lessons that we can learn. So, without further ado, I'm your host Sal, and today we're going to be talking about David Goggins and his book. His book "Can't Hurt Me." So, for those of you who don't know, David Goggins is considered to be the hardest man on earth, or the toughest man in the world. He is a retired Navy SEAL. He's the only person that I'm aware of that's ever completed elite military training with the Air Force, the Army, and the Navy. He's also a former, he might still be a current ultra runner and former world record holder for the pull-ups, which came out to be about 4,000 and something. It's in a 24-hour period. So it's a pretty big feat of strength and endurance. So his story in his book begins approximately when he was a young boy, maybe 6 or 7 years old. And he talks about, growing up in an abusive household. His father used to beat him and his brother and his mom, and how that led for him to become insecure. And as he continued to grow up, even out of that household, he kind of lacked confidence, and he just always say he didn't quite fit in where he was. He was the only African-American guy in the middle of the Midwest. So he just always had not an excuse, or he calls an excuse in his book about why he didn't fit in. And he says that he developed this victimhood mentality that really shackled his ability to achieve things. He always perceived himself as a victim, so he wouldn't try, or he wouldn't take the feedback if he failed. So then you fast forward approximately, 20 years or so. He's now 300 pounds. He works at night as a bug exterminator, and he hates his life. He says that he can't run a mile. He can barely walk up the stairs without being short of breath. And he eats enough food in one day that probably feed 4 or 5 people. And he's tired of it. He's tired of being fat. He's tired of being scared. And he comes home one day from a bad day at work, and on the TV is a Navy SEAL commercial. And he's like, that's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to change my life. I'm going to go become a Navy SEAL. It's kind of odd that 300-pound dude who can't run a mile would say that, but he does says it, and it's even more awesome that he does do it. And it's a great story. Throughout his training and throughout the book, he believes he comes to realize what it takes to succeed, and what he believes that is his mental toughness. Or you have to have a calloused mind. You have to take the failure, and you have to keep moving forward and learn the lesson. Here's a graph that kind of visualizes what the main point of the book is.
So this is the graph I was talking about. On the y-axis is achievement. On the x-axis is life, and that can be measured in years, however you want. The green line is where you want to be. As you progress in life, you have increasing amount of achievements. The black line is where David believes most people are, because they're mentally weak. And the slope of this graph is what I believe the callous mind is related to. The steeper the slope, the harder your mind is, the more you can do, the more you can achieve, and the faster you'll get it done.
So this would be a great book for anyone who's looking to take the plunge, new career, maybe possibly joining the military, or who wants to become more social and start talking to more people. Just get out there and see the world. Now, it's a very intense book. It's almost like David Goggins is in the room with you, yelling at you or talking very sternly. But it's an easy read, and I recommend it to anybody, really. All right, guys. Take care. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the subscribe button, and look forward to seeing our new content. All right, guys. Bye.